all of my businesses is systems, processes, and people. At each stage of business, I find that I've been focused on one of those more so than the other ones, depending on where we're at. 2021, our focus really was getting the systems in place to support growth. And that was a huge hurdle that we utilized. We've reviewed a ton of systems, and then we finally implemented, and we saw growth because of that.
The quality of products, it's a constant daily improvement of just looking to see what we can do better, any weaknesses we have, just trying to fix each issue along the way. And then the other big thing is just the quality of the light, actually. So how do we control light? How do we direct light? And how do we shroud that light source as much as possible? So my biggest things are the quality of light, the quality of product, and fixing each step along the way till we get it perfect.
Here at Sterling is our processes could always be getting better. How do we do things that we can measure and understand where the success came from, and then grow that and make sure that we continue it?
Yeah, what keeps me up is making mistakes on design or not implementing the design correctly, and it doesn't work out the way I want it.
In terms of the business, is always thinking about growth. I think that's with my role specifically with sales, is how do we make sure we're doing right by our current customers, but always making sure that we're growing, helping them grow, growing our business, finding new customers. So when you're in sales, you're always as good as the next day. The scoreboard always is back to zero, and we want to make sure those relationships are good. But yeah, that's what keeps me up at night. How do we continue to grow? And that's always going to be a challenge.
There's so many different aspects of business that can interrupt your sleep. I think the biggest one is always, cash flow, because it can be something that's pretty hard. That drove some sleepless nights.